Hello, toy fans and collectors everywhere. Welcome back. For today's episode, we're going to review some Gargoyles, DC Multiverse, and Spawn action figures. Alright, first up, let's take a look at this King Kordax figure from DC Multiverse. Looks like he comes with a trident, and there's a little closer look at the figure. Here's a side profile of the King Kordax box. Moving on to the back with some really beautiful card art there. And here's the other side, not too much to be had there. Let's take this King Kordax out of the package so that we can really review him in a proper way. In hand. We've got our King Kordax figure out of the box, and just taking a closer look, he is a really beautifully sculpted action figure. It's got some really nice cut work into the body there, sculpt work into the arms, and even the trident is really sweet. He just came out of the box and I did not immerse him in any hot water, so his joints are pretty stiff to move, but like any McFarlane standard action figure, he's got about 22 different points of articulation here. And as you can see, he can move at the head. He's got a shoulder swivel there, he's got a bicep swivel, he's got a double joint in the elbow there, some slight articulation in the wrist, kind of back and forth but not up and down. Going into the torso, he's got a swivel at the waist, he's got a chest joint, he also has an ab crunch, and then moving down to the legs, he's got a hip joint, he's got a double joint in the knee, so you can move the leg kind of in two different directions like that. And then finally at the bottom, he's got some articulation in the feet. So overall, a really cool action figure for a 7-incher and just beautiful. When we're done with our toys, we put them away. Yes. You too can be a in-box and out-of-box collector. It is a possibility. Just like so, everything's all put away, and let's go on to the next one. Next up, we've got Mandarin Spawn Red. From McFarlane Toys 2021, this action figure had a price that was so nice I had to buy him twice. There's a blue variant of this particular action figure, so when I saw this one for cheap on BBTS, I had to pick it up and add it to the collection. Yeah. This Mandarin Spawn Red action figure out of the package is wonderful. Beautiful sculpt, 22 points of articulation. DC Multiverse Deathstorm coming at ya. Had to pick this figure up because he just looks like a mixture of Hellespont, the old villain from the Wildcats comic, Ghost Rider, and an evil version of Firestorm. Plus I love the head and the shoulder armor. Now we're going to review some Gargoyles action figures from Neca. These figures were really affordable. I got the mixture of them between Target and Walmart, somewhere in the neighborhood of about $15 to $20 in the clearance aisle. I'm not going to open them all up, but to start with, Brooklyn, really cool looking action figure. It's got a lot of accessories. And as we go through, our next is Angela. She's kind of like the mother of Goliath. If you guys know anything about the old Gargoyles animated show, it was really good and very complex. And she was kind of like the mother figure in the past. So I always thought that she was a really undervalued character. And as we move on, we got Broadway here. Broadway is the newest acquisition in the Gargoyles series. He's got some real cool accessories on the inside here. I really like the size of him and the sculpt work on the body. I thought they did an excellent job in terms of the likenesses for all of these figures. And as we move on to Lexington here at the end, this is the one figure that we are going to take out. Here's the initial opening here. It's just got tons of different accessories in there. Multiple hands, heads, He's got a cool looking crossbow. And of course, the coolest part is those individual crossbow bolts. I thought they were really sweet. And then just taking a closer look at this figure here, as you can see, the sculpt and the likeness and the coloring on these action figures are just spot on, and they are really, really beautiful looking action figures. But they are also toys. And the one thing about this as a toy, which is a little bit of a negative, would be the articulation. I just took this right out of the box. There's no immersion in any hot water. But as you can see, it's pretty tight, pretty difficult to move. And the reason why is because of these wings and how they're kind of fused to the leg and the arm there. And as a result, the overall articulation for the figure, it is a little bit difficult because those wing clips kind of get in the way of the arm and the leg articulation for this particular figure. I know with the other figures in this line, you can detach the wings and have them, just be free of the wings so it doesn't get in the way. But this one in particular is just a little different. I thought the coolest part of this whole action figure for Lexington is this crossbow accessory, because it has individual removable crossbow bolts. As you can see, you could just kind of put it in there and you push it in, and then it'll stay there on its own. I think that is really cool. Awesome feature. Here's a look at Lexington with the standard head swapped out for the angry head with the headset properly placed, and he's all armed up with that sweet crossbow. Here's a close-up with that cool alternate head sculpt for Lexington with the headset on it, and here we've got him with his remote control with the regular head. That's all we have for today, everyone. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, please give me a thumbs up down below, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and until next time, happy toy hunting, good journey, and be well.